got Mike Santiago back here on the program. He's going to be taking on Dan Ige at UFC 225 on June 7th. Mike, what's going on, man? How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you? Thanks for having me.
No problem. It's good to talk to you again. Good to catch up. Where am I getting you today? What are you doing on a Sunday? What does a Sunday usually look like for you?
Well, today I'm just enjoying some coffee right now. I'm getting ready to go to the gym. I got wrestling practice today. It's going to be an intense one today. You know, we're winding down camp. We got I think about 5 weeks left. So today, the fifth week going down is usually my hardest week.
So we're right in the trenches right now, training camp. This is interesting.
Yeah, it's great, man.
Good. Well, you're all smiles. That's good to hear. Let's talk about your last fight. I know things didn't go your way in that one against Mads Burnell, but obviously you learned more from a loss than a win. What did you sort of take away from that performance?
Absolutely. You know, I wasn't really too healthy going into that fight. I had a bunch of I had like walking pneumonia like through my camp. I had walking pneumonia, and then I was okay for a couple of days, and then I got the flu. So I wasn't like 100% through the camp, but you know, no excuses. I love to fight no matter what, and there was no way I was not gonna fight. Like I'm already halfway through camp. I'm like, you know, I don't feel well, but I'm still pushing it. And yeah, you always learn. You always learn from your losses. What can you do differently? Um, and I took a bunch away from that fight. I kept getting taken down. I had a tough weight cut just the last day. Just the last day. It was the last couple pounds. You know, it's always the hardest. But yeah, man, it was tough. He came in over. He was pretty heavy, and he was tough, man. You know, nothing away from Mads. He's a great fighter, tough dude. He's got a bright future. Um, and he just kind of imposed his will on me and kept me down, held me down, and I've been working on that instead of staying on my back. You know, get up, don't stay there, don't get comfortable on your back, don't get taken down. So that's, you know, kind of the things that I took away from there.
Do you kind of take a moral victory away, though, in the sense that you were able to sort of persevere through all that, you know, the pneumonia, you know, the weight cut, everything else, and still show up and fight? You know, like you said, a lot of, you know, fighters might have not taken that matchup, but you were able to get through it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like I said, I love to fight, man, and there's no way if something's wrong with me, I'm not going to tell you maybe until after the fight, you know, and that's what I did. My trainers knew like what I was dealing with going into the fight. There's just, you know, just push through it, and that's exactly what I did. I had to, and you know, he came in over. He came in like 5.5 pounds overweight. Same thing, and I was like, well, I'm still gonna fight. You know, I put out time in the training camp, not feeling well or not, I'm still gonna fight.
I love it. Let's talk about the matchup here, Dan Ige. One of the things I like about this fight is that it's kind of like pitting two contender series guys against each other, which is kind of neat, sort of a throwback to that, which is you know, returning again this season. How do you feel like you match up against him?
I feel great, man. I've been doing a lot of study on his tapes, and I know he's got problem with southpaws. And tough wrestler, tough dude. He's got grit. You know, he's got a good chin and stuff. But I've been doing my homework and training hard, man. And you know, making his strengths my strengths. So whatever he tries to do, he is not going to be able to do, and then he's going to fall back into what I want to do. You know, it's my fight, not his.
And how much do you feel like experience will play a factor in this? You know, Dan's only got 10 fights. You've got a whole bunch more than that. You know, do you feel like that, you know, just being in different fights, fighting for different promotions, you feel like that is sort of, you know, will benefit you, you know, in certain situations in this fight?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I fought everywhere, everyone, every type of style, you know. So it's not hard for me to go in there with really anybody, you know. I'm not gonna shy away from any type of fight, you know. Going into my first UFC debut, you know, 8 days out from the Contender Series show, and you know, I fight one of the highest prospects in the division, you know. So like I said, I'm not gonna shy away, and it's gonna be, yeah, interesting, you know. But we'll see how he handles the pressure, because you know, we're in my backyard, you know. And I know there's going to be a lot of people there, not just for me, but Chicago-based people that know me from the local circuit. And yeah, it's gonna be a great fight.
How many people have been hitting you up for tickets?
Man, I can't even count, man. I cannot even count, because you know, me and Lamas are fighting.
Right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's huge, man. And you know, we don't get personal tickets. Like they don't give us tickets to sell.
Yeah.
You know, So, and that's what everyone's asking, like, hey man, you got some tickets? I'm like,
Can you
dude,
get some hookups? I mean, you should wear like one of those shirts that says like I am not Ticketmaster. If I talk to fighters about this all the time, it's like there's just sort of this I guess this false narrative out there that fighters can get hookups with tickets, and it's like you only get a certain amount, and not only that, it's like you're trying to focus on the fight. You're not Ticketmaster.
exactly. And that literally that has gone from my first fight till now.
Right.
You know, hey man, let me get some tickets. I'm like, oh well, yeah, I got tickets, but now I can't. I don't. Like, hey, you got tickets? Yeah, Ticketmaster or StubHub, whatever. Go to one of these websites. I'm sure they got it. But yeah, and it's usually the last minute. Last minute. Hey man, you got tickets? I'm like, dude, it's like I weigh in today. No, I don't got no damn tickets. And that's how it always goes, man. Everyone's always asking for tickets, and now it's simple answer: Ticketmaster. Go ahead.
Yeah. You talked a little bit about training. Who have been some of your main training partners for this camp? Has it just been sort of business as usual?
Yeah, business as usual. Not really concentrating on specific things. I'm really concentrating on working equally in everything. I have a set schedule when it comes to my strength conditioning, when it comes to my jiu-jitsu, when it comes to my wrestling practices, when I stand up. So I really get to mix it up really well throughout my camp and get a lot of high-level guys to train with. So it's been great, man.
And we got a couple weeks for this fight. How's the weight cut going? Has that process started already?
Oh yeah. It's the cut hasn't started like
right,
itself,
but the dieting I'm sure has. Yeah.
Yeah, I always eat clean, and that's probably one reason why it's hard for me to make 45 most of the time is because I'm always eating clean. Like, after the fight for about a week, I'll have some tacos and some pizza, just because I haven't had it in so long. But yeah, I'm always eating clean. Like if I had like my cooking stuff on social media all the time, they'd be like, man, this kid always lets fish, chicken, greens, everything, every single day. So weight cut's been going good. I feel healthy. I was really heavy actually around this time, my last camp. But like I said, I don't know how, I was just eating just bigger portions of my normal food. And, but right now my weight's good. I'm not worried about it. And it's about the last week is where I'm starting like, okay, where's my weight at now? And how am I going to feel? But right now I feel great and I'm ready to go. I could fight tomorrow.
And how do you see this fight ending on June 7th?
I feel it's going to end just how the Contender Series fight ended with Mark Cherico. Because I have that same feeling. Camp is going the same and everything's just going right. And yeah, I think he's going to go to sleep.
And what's next for you after this? I know you're not looking past Dan, but I'm sure you kind of mapped out when you'd like to get in the cage after this, assuming you're healthy and everything's good to go.
Absolutely, yeah. Coming out scratch free, man. I'll get right back in there because I won't have time to get heavy, my weight, and I'd like to get right back in there as soon as possible, man.
Are you watching any Netflix, anything like that, getting you through training camp right now?
Yeah. Pretty much watching that. Actually, I'm watching this. It's called the Zimmerman List. It's on the Food Network. I always watch Food Network and Travel Channel. I don't know, people think I'm crazy because weight cut, but I always I love to cook. That's one of my things, and I love to see food from all over the world, and yeah, it's great. And then I watch this show called Peaky Blinders.
Oh yeah, it's a great one.
That's a good one too. Yeah, but man, I scroll through, see. I was watching some Mike Tyson stuff last night, and yeah, man. So I'm not home too much. So I'm literally always at the gym. I wake up, I have my coffee, and I get my bag ready to go to the gym. I'm there all day long, and then I come home and relax till the next day.
This is going to be a great fight. It's coming up here June 7th, like I said, UFC 225. Mike, it was great getting a chance to catch up with you again, man. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I got a new fan page. It's just Michael Santiago. It's on my Facebook page. It's linked through my Facebook. M Santiago MMA on Twitter and on Instagram. And thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it, man. It's always a great time.
What's up, fight fans? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to see even more interviews with your favorite UFC and Bellator fighters. We've also got coverage at events, including post-fight press conferences and media scrums. And if you like this video, check out the video to my right. It's